All right, guys, we got more Daily Wire weirdos and freaks here to discuss, and this is nothing but fun. So Michael Knowles is one of the weirder of the hosts over on the Daily Wire, and he, in a similar way to Matt Walsh, is just totally consumed by LGBTQ politics. He thinks about trans people more than trans people. Okay, so I love this. So he tweets the other day. How do you not realize how silly this looks, man? Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's amazing. He says, exclusive. Top PornHub staff admits to inserting gay and trans themes into mainstream porn to convert straight men. I don't need to say a goddamn word. I don't need to say a goddamn word. Let's watch some of it and then we'll react.
This is a breaking news story. I'm really pleased that we were able to get this story, and we did not do the investigation. This investigation was undertaken by a wonderful news group. This would be Sound Investigations. I am joined here by one of the journalists, Arden Young. Arden, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Michael.
So Arden, before we get into how you conducted this investigation, what it all means, I want to just show people some clips of what you've uncovered, because some of us have suspected that PornHub and its parent company, formerly called MindGeek, now it's called ALO. They have to keep changing the name because they're an evil company and they don't want to have to face the music. Some of us have suspected that they've been up to these kinds of activities for a while. Here it is in their own words.
Let's say you're 12 years old. You're still figuring out your sexuality, maybe even your gender. Wouldn't it be helpful to see, not a celebration, but just like maybe a normalization of something that you think is what you want, you know? Probably helps a lot. Let's say I was 12 and I saw like trans angels, I saw all these different sites. It would help me figure out what I do like and what I don't like. I need to try to push stuff that's less accepted. Like putting a trans male or trans female in a scene, you wouldn't get that on a normal mainstream site. So test it out. See if you get a bigger audience with it. See if you can convert somebody, right? Like maybe somebody who's never looked for anything like that might find it interesting. Click on it. Same thing for bi stuff, same thing for gay.
That's another senior scriptwriter at MindGeek, now called ALO, but we all know it as PornHub. That's just the biggest pornographers on the planet. Two major discoveries here. One, they know that kids are looking at their content. They're totally fine with it. It obviously helps their business model. We all knew that. It's crazy to hear it in their own words. We all knew that. The second discovery, to me, is the most shocking. Senior scriptwriter here at the biggest porn company on earth saying, yeah, we're trying to convert straight guys into looking at gay porn or trans porn. We're always trying to push the boundaries. We're not even just serving the market that already exists for porn. We're trying to create new markets by creating new desires in people that they do not previously have, that are certainly out of the mainstream, that are considered more deviant. And we're going to slip that content into the porn to expand the palette, I suppose, of the customer.
Michael, that's not how it works. There's no heterosexual man on the planet who's scrolling through PornHub and they happen to stumble across a trans woman and they're like, all right, let's give this a whirl. That's not how it works. If you are straight, you by definition are heterosexual. You like the opposite sex. It's in the very definition. The only people who will watch the videos of this nature that they're describing are people who are into that. The whole idea of converting is preposterous. I'm 35 years old. I like the same things I liked when I first came of age and went through puberty and became a man. I have the exact same tastes that I had back then. Why? Because that's how it works. And even if somebody were to tell me, no, I grew an interest in X, Y, or Z. No, that was already in there, latent, and then maybe something brought it out, and you were like, I guess this is a thing of mine. But there's no such thing as I'm converting. Like, if I woke up tomorrow and tried my darndest to love dick, it's not possible. I'm not gay. I don't like dick. That's not how it works. I can't. Oh, my God. But look, it's so sus for him to bring this up because he's kind of telling on himself, right? The idea that he thinks it's possible to quote unquote convert somebody. Like, No, man, maybe you just liked it all along. Now, by the way, I love this because he posted this on Twitter. Embarrassing. Also embarrassing. I got to read you some of the responses. This person says, that's why I always stick to a Michael Knowles classic where there's never any surprises and it's him when he was an actor in some gay sex scene. This guy says, that's not how straight men work. Yes, Kevin Dalton. Hear, hear. Now, I don't know if Kevin Dalton is a right-winger, a left-winger, a centrist, or totally apolitical, but Kevin Dalton is spitting. That's a fact, what Kevin Dalton is saying. This woman says, in other news, popular search terms get promoted on the website. Yeah, there's some percentage of the population that's into gay stuff. There's some percentage of the population that's into trans stuff. In the privacy of their own bedroom, they're going to find the shit that they like. And if some of that happens to be on the main page, whoop-de-frickin-do. As a straight guy, what do you do in that scenario when you see it? You scroll right by it. You scroll right by it. You go, okay, next. I can't with these people. This one says, this video has, they made me gay vibes. No, but that is literally what he's saying. He's literally saying you can be converted to being gay or preferring trans women or trans men or whatever. That's what he's arguing. This is gross, but to be fair, you cannot convert a straight man to be gay. Exactly. I love that the audience, and I don't know, some of these people are probably right-wingers, some of these people are probably his own audience, but some of them are probably lefties too, or just getting in on the fun here. They're all saying the same thing. They're all like, you do know that this is not a thing. That's weird. Who owns PornHub? I think that's like I think that's sort of like a sly anti-Semitic dig. Because he's trying, the Jews own PornHub. I think that's what this person's saying. You can tell who are the right-wing commentators here. Sir, you just spent 20 minutes telling us in a roundabout way that when you scroll past the occasional gay porn video on PornHub, your dick twitches a little bit. That's exactly what he's saying. I can't believe, guys, this has happened so many times. There's been a number of evangelical Christian pastors, the televangelist types, the Republican politicians, who they have talked about gay stuff like it's this urge that we all face, that we all have to overcome. And only those of you with a strong moral core, and strong religious grounding can fight back against it to overcome the natural urge to want to suck a dick, right? Or be with somebody of the same sex. This is how these guys talk about it. But what inevitably ends up happening with all these people who talk like that is they eventually get found out. Larry Craig, the Republican politician, tapping his foot in the bathroom, trying to get the person in the stall next to him to come suck him off. Right? Ted Haggard, the famous televangelist who was obsessed with this issue, and then come to find out he was caught with a gay hooker doing meth off his ass. If you're talking about it like it's a temptation, it's because it is a temptation to you, and you just are gay. But unfortunately, look, these are self-haters, right? They think, it's wrong, it's bad, I gotta fight it. No, it's just that not everybody has those urges. Most people are not fighting anything when it comes to their sexuality. They just know, I just like this. But they live this life, this tortured existence. I try so hard to scroll by the gay sex scene on PornHub, but I can't. They're forcing me to convert. They're forcing me to want to suck dick, bro. It's so sad. But it's also so funny. This is embarrassing. Look, and the funny thing is, I would imagine literally the majority of the people watching this video, this Michael Knowles, bombshell exclusive, they're trying to convert people on PornHub. Majority of them probably had the exact same reaction. That's not how it works. What do you mean? Convert people? Jesus Christ. All right, there you have it. This is a great time still frame where I paused here. Look at this picture. This is great. Anyway, total loser, very hilarious. Do more segments like this. I'm enjoying it. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.